Powerful Souls Podcast, Episode 21. Your Voice Matters. Season 2, Episode 1. Real Talk, Real Healing. Welcome back to Powerful Souls. I'm your host, Tamika Pridgett. Real Talk, Real Healing. I am so glad you're here with me for another episode. Today we're talking about something that I believe a lot of people struggle with. Sometimes that we can get lost when you spend too much time listening to everybody else. And that is this: your voice matters. Sometimes we become so concerned about what everybody else thinks that we stop listening to ourselves. We ask, what are we going to do? What are we going to say? What are we going to think? What if they don't agree with me? What if they get mad at me? What if they don't understand? And before we know it, we're making decisions based on everybody else's opinions instead of listening to our own hearts. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to good advice. We all need people who we can encourage us, correct us, and help us see things that may not see ourselves. But there is a difference between receiving wise advice and completely silencing yourself. You have a voice. You have thoughts. You have dreams. You have ideals. You have boundaries. And you have something to say. Don't be afraid to use your voice. Sometimes using your voice means saying no. Sometimes it means saying, that doesn't work for me. Sometimes it means saying, I need help. Sometimes it means saying, I'm hurt. And sometimes it means saying, I am proud of myself. Your voice isn't only for speaking up when something is wrong. Your voice can also be used to celebrate who you're becoming. Think about how many times you may have encouraged somebody else. You told somebody else they could do it. You told somebody else not to give up. You told somebody else they were beautiful. You told somebody else they were strong. But have you ever stopped and told yourself those same things? That's something I want you to start doing. Speak encouragement over yourself. Tell yourself, I could do this. I'm still learning. I am allowing to grow. I'm allowing to change. I'm allowing to have boundaries. I'm allowing to say what I feel. I'm allowed to become a better version of myself. And don't feel guilty because you change. Growth means you're not going to think exactly the same way forever. There are things you believed years ago that you may not believe today. There are things you tolerated before that you may not tolerate anymore. There are places you used to feel comfortable that you may have outgrown. That's okay. You are allowed to evolve. And sometimes people will have a problem with your growth because they were comfortable with the old version of you. But listen to me clearly and carefully. You don't have to say the same. You don't have to stay the same just to keep somebody else comfortable. You have a life to live. You have a purpose to fulfill. You have dreams that deserve your attention. And you have a voice that deserves to be heard. Now I want you to think about something. What have you been afraid to say? Is there something you've been holding inside? Something you need to express? Maybe you're being afraid because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Maybe you're being afraid they'll reject you. Maybe you're afraid they'll misunderstand you. But remember this: You can speak your truth with love. You don't have to scream. You don't have to argue. You don't have to disrespect anybody. You can simply be honest. You can say what you mean while still treating people with respect. And sometimes the person who needs to hear your voice is you. Listen to yourself. Pay attention to your feelings. Pay attention to what brings you peace. Pay attention to what drains you. Pay attention to the dreams that keep coming back to your heart. Sometimes your own voice has been trying to get your attention for a long time. So today, I want you to stop ignoring yourself. Give yourself permission to speak. Give yourself permission to dream. Give yourself permission to say no. Give yourself permission to say yes. Give yourself permission to take up space. And give yourself permission to be exactly who you are becoming. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest with yourself because your voice matters. Your story matters. Your dreams matter. And you matter. So when you leave the episode today, I want you to remember one thing. Don't silence yourself just because somebody else doesn't understand you. Use your voice. Stand in your truth. Walk in confidence. And never forget who you are. You are growing. You are learning. You are becoming stronger. And you are a powerful soul. This is Powerful Souls, Real Talk, Real Healing. I love you. Keep believing in yourself. Keep using your voice. And remember, don't give up. See you in the next episode of Powerful Souls, Season 2.